Day in the world, what's happening? How you guys doing? This is Eric Brent, EB Crypto, and today we're going to talk about the challenge, the 90 to 120-day skill set challenge. I'm going to tell you what it's all about as soon as we come back. What's going on, good people out there? How you guys doing? Again, I'm EB Crypto, Eric Brent, and I wanted to just speak from the heart today. I was going to put a timer on and time myself, but I really can't say what I want to say in a short amount of time. And so the 90 to 120-day skill set challenge pretty much is about us training the average person, somebody that knows nothing about trading, and get them to be proficient within 90 to 120 days trading at a 10 to 12%. We're looking at percentages. We're not really looking at okay, $100,000 or like you see some of these commercials and guys, oh, I made $70,000. That's not what we're focusing on. We're focusing on consistency. Now, I traded before in the early 2000s. I had a barbershop when I had my first son. I basically was trading for a guy, I was trading for myself, and it was so up and down, up and down. It was scary because I didn't understand risk management. I had no idea what risk management was. And I was trading like, I was gambling every day, and that was very stressful. And this is not what we're doing. The 90 to 120-day skill set challenge is just that it's a skill set. Once you learn how to really trade proficiently, it's almost like printing money. So we're looking for serious people. If you're in a situation right now where you just pretty much want to change, you want to try something different, you want to learn something different, this might be for you because we're doing something different than what we did in Dominican Republic when we did this in Dominican Republic in Punta Cana, and we trained some Haitians and some Dominican uh, individuals who were living a very, very low income life compared to how we live. And now they're making serious money over there. And like for them, serious money. If they can make 1,000 a day or 500 a day, that's more than some people make in a whole month. So they're doing that a day. And they started with the 90 to 120-day skill set challenge with us back then. So right now, what we're doing is something a little different. We're doing something a little different. When we did it back then, they were paying monthly. They were all paying a monthly fee for these courses. We're going to do it different this time. What we're doing now is we're going to do a one-time fee, and we're charging half because we want to create more testimonies, and we're doing an experiment with, like I said, a lot of the people that took the class, they already had knowledge of trading. We want to take individuals that know nothing about trading and prove to the world that anybody can learn this. The last 5 or 6 years, I've been pretty much buying and selling cryptocurrency, but now I want to learn Forex. And so I'm going to be learning with you guys. But like I said, when I traded back in the early 2000s, I didn't know anything about risk management. And now I'm learning more about risk management. It's making the difference between night and day. And now I'm learning how to have a structured plan every day when I go to the market. I'm learning now how to have my rules and create my rules and have my rules right next to me when I trade and never violate my rules. And guess what else I'm learning? When I do break my rules, even if I make some money, I penalize myself. I say, okay, I won't trade for 2 or 3 days or whatever, and it kind of kills me not to do that, not to look at the market or whatever. But I punish myself because that's just the same thing we do as your parents do when when you do something that's not right, or you have to be disciplined. So in order to create discipline, we have rules, and not me by myself, but I'm saying you're going to have your own rules of how you trade. You're going to create your own rules. You're going to develop your own rules. And we're talking about we've seen people do it in 90 to 120 days if they're serious. If you really want to change, you really want to figure out how to make some real money, we're going to start you off with at a layman's level and get you to trading. And you're not going to be a professional, believe me. At 10% a month, that's nothing. I've seen guys do, 80% in one day. I've seen guys do it. So, but these guys have been trading for years and years and years. And so I've seen guys do 100%, 200%, 500% in one day. That's not what we're trying to do. Now, you might get lucky on a trade, and then one trade might just go astronomical for you, but you first need to understand what you're doing. Learn the patterns, learn how to recognize different patterns because that's just what it is, a pattern. When something has happened, like 80 different times and you recognize that pattern, it's most likely the probability is it's going to happen again. So you're going to take losses, you're going to have wins, but what we do is minimize your losses by teaching you how to follow a certain risk management strategy. So basically, you go into the market every day with a certain percentage that you're willing to lose. And that's it. If you lose that, you lose that. You walk away, you don't come back to it until the next day. Don't try to make back up the loss. And that they call that revenge trading. We're not doing that. We're going to teach you first the mental aspect of trading. It's a mental game, it's a mind game. And so you have to learn, you're going to realize you're going to learn a lot about yourself as you're learning trading. So once you get through this process, you start developing a skill set of rules, how you want to trade, what you want to trade, what market you want to trade. I don't know if you want to trade S&P 500. I don't know if you want to trade Forex, if you want to trade stocks, if you want to trade crypto, options, whatever it is you want to trade. We have the instructors. These guys have been doing this for years, and the instructors that I'm connected with are in the top 5% traders in the world. And you can't make that up because their trades are public. They trade for TD Waterhouse and some other top trade bank brokers. So you can see their pattern of trading. It's not like they can just say, "Oh, I'm trading this percentage," because we can, find out by public records and SEC and just the trades that they made on, in general, we can find out what their status is and their ratings. So we're working with some of the top traders. But again, this is for people who really want to learn trading, want to change your life. You really want to get into something because we're in a day now where the whole economy is like really looking shady globally, and people don't know what to do. A lot of individuals are don't know what to do. They want a change. They want to figure out how to do something different. And this is your opportunity to learn a skill set that will pay you for the rest of your life. And this is what we're doing different too. We're not just charging you 0.5%. I know everybody's like, well, how much are they gonna charge? Well, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys right now. The classes are like $4.99 one time. That's it. And we will break down maybe two payments for some people that's struggling. We want to get people that's struggling. We want to help people that's really don't know how to get in this industry. But that's the fee. That original fee was like they charge like $250 a month. So they're not doing that right now. They're going to do just 10 people. That's it. Only 10 individuals are going to be able to have these courses. And let me tell you how they're going to do these courses. They're going to actually study in a group. We're going to study in a group. We're going to meet every day online, and it's optional that you can meet online. You're going to actually get these courses. We're going to send you these courses, email you these courses, and you'll be able to study these courses on your own time. But it's optional, but we would really like for you to come every day and we talk about it, because what I realized when I was in college is the strongest individuals and the most intelligent individual, they studied in a group. Most of the people that really did well in college, they studied in a group. It's always best to study in a group. You can spin ideas off each other's, and certain individuals will see things you won't see. And then you'll be able to talk to some of the professionals and be able to watch what they're doing. But right now, what we're doing is an experiment. We want to show that anybody can learn this, whether you're a mechanic, whether you're a pig farmer, whether you're, a FedEx guy. We're taking people from the layman's level and teaching you the basics all the way up to the sophistication. But again, like I said, we're doing a $4.99 just for 10 people. That's it. One time fee, no monthly fee. And you're going to learn this, and within 90 to 120 days, you should be trading at a 10 to 15% a month. Now, that don't sound like much if you got $1,000 and you're getting 15% a month. That's $150. That don't sound like much. But what we're going to do at the end of this training is we're going to give you also the prop firm exams. We're going to help you to pass the prop firm exams So you can now go to a prop firm. If you don't know what a prop firm is, these firms now they weren't available when I was trading in 2000. These firms basically let you trade money, 10,000, 100,000, 500,000. I even know some guys is trading 2 and 3 million for companies, but they work their way up. Like say for instance, maybe $300 or $400. You pass the test. You may have to take a test, and the test they do cost to take. If you're a broker, if you're a real estate broker, a real estate appraiser, these tests cost. You have to pay. But once you get to if you study the prop firm exam and you get proficient on that exam, you're ready to go take that exam because you got the prop firm course. So once you pass that exam, we're going to help you pass this exam. Now you go, if you only got $100, go get 10,000. Trade with 10,000. If you're making 10% a month on that, that's only $1,000. But eventually you'll get better and you can go take another prop firm course and get 100,000. Now you got 110,000 that you're trading with. And if you're consistent with that 10%, if you hold that for 3 or 4 months and you're not blowing that account and you're staying to your rules, you're making 12, 13,000 a month. Now you do that for 3 or 4 months, then you go get some more money. And you can still be trading at a 10%. Now, I doubt if you're going to be trading at a 10% for a whole year. You might be trading at a 10% for 3, 4, 5 months, and you're going to have some good days where you're going to just explode. But we want to keep it consistent and conservative. We're not trying to, uh, do too much. We don't want you to have the wrong idea because we realize that in trading, a lot of people they come into this with the wrong mindset and they lose everything. Most people that come into this trading thing, they lose because they're coming into it with the wrong mindset. So the first thing we're going to do is get you in the right mindset to trade. That's the most biggest thing is the mental challenge. And once you understand the mental challenge and you understand risk management, meaning basically minimize your risks, maximize your returns. Once you get that concept, it's really a whole different ball game. So let me give you an example of what I mean. There's a lot of individuals as traders that I know, they might be trading at a 30%. That's it. The market it looks like, you can't beat the market. So they might be trading at a 30%, but they're millionaires. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because let's say, for instance, you traded $500. You had a $500. You had like 10,000, and you were only going to willing to lose 4%. So that's like $400. Okay, so if you lost $400 that day, man, you lost $400. Then you still got your prop firm money because you didn't exceed 5%. All prop firms got different percentages, but I'm saying usually it's about 5%. So let's say the next day you come back and you lose $400. Okay, that's all you lost is $400. But let's say the third day you come back and you hit at 11 to 1 odds, 20 to 1 odds, 12 to 1 odds. Now you see what risk management can do? That one hit, you just made up for those two losses. So all you need to trade at is a 30 to 50% proficiency if you understand risk management and you have the discipline and you follow your rules. Even if you got a 30 to 40% success rate, you can still be very wealthy if you understand risk management and you learn it and you manage yourself well. This is really the difference in how we teach it. This is the difference in how we treat it. Tell you it makes a big difference. And if you're the type of person that's want to go for the gusto all the time, it's not for you. If you're the type of person that want to risk everything all the time, this is not for you. But you gotta have some kahunas to trade. You have to have some discipline, but you also have to have some bravery. You have to be a different type of thinking type of individual. Everybody is not a trader. But what I'm saying, if you can manage your emotions, if you can learn to manage your emotions, now you're gonna go through it. You're gonna have some ups and downs, whatever. But if you can learn to manage your emotions, this industry right here is going to always be able to make you some money. It's going to be a skill set that you can learn, that you can just basically print money whenever you want. And even if you trade 2 days a week, 3 days a week, you're not going to trade every day. Some days you may not see what it is you want to trade. You might not have a good signal. And the other thing we're going to do is as you guys are learning, we're going to get signals from the professionals. So you can actually be earning while you're learning just a little bit, just to get your feet wet a little bit. So this is the journey that we are anticipating. I'm a type of individual. I've always loved helping people making money my whole life. My whole life, I always loved helping people making money. At first, I was doing real estate appraisals. Wasn't working for the bank. I was working for the individual homeowners. So I was in a position to help people make money. I was doing loans, and I was, doing a lot of different things in real estate that helped individuals. I used to do corporations, help people get their corporations set up and stuff like that. So I'm always been the type of person that want to help see other people get money. I know how to get money. I was always trying my best my whole life to try to help individuals to obtain some kind of financial advance. I love seeing that. And so I've dedicated my life to that. I teach cryptocurrency. I teach a whole different aspect of crypto. We're going to learn trading in this 90 to 20 120-day mindset skill set challenge. But I teach the philosophy of crypto, the whole history of crypto. I teach the history of money, the currency versus money, things like that. But now you guys are going to learn trading crypto, trading forex, options. You're going to learn from some of the best, and we're going to have a study group where we all study together, go over our notes. But you'll have the courses. You can go home with them and study them yourself at your own time. You get maybe an hour, 2 hours a day in. You should be ready to trade within 90 to 120 days. And we'll do some little trading here and there on the demo accounts. So I mean live demo accounts where you can go in and test the market with no money and just get comfortable and learn how to do this, because I'm telling you guys, there's so much money to be made every day, and somebody is always making some money somewhere in the world, no matter what's happening. Remember when the housing crisis happened in 2008? I lost a lot in that housing crisis, okay, because I had a lot of properties. So I started losing a lot of properties. People couldn't pay the rent. Interest rates went up. It just was a disaster. Guess what? Somebody made a lot of money because they short the market. They short the market. So, hey, as the market was crashing, they became billionaires. There's a lot of people became billionaires. They don't talk about that. But when you're a trader, it doesn't matter if the economy goes up or the economy goes down. It all depends on how you position yourself that day. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and close out you guys the 90 to 120-day skill set challenge. If you guys are interested, click right down there. The first 10 people is going to be half off. And then after that, we may take some more students, but the first 10 will get half off. And again, like I said, the price is $499. That it's $1,000 for these courses. Actually, they charge every month, like $250 every month. And if you don't get it in 3, 4, 5 months, look how much money you're out of. So we've decided to come up with a one price to help you guys get ahead. May even break it up into notes. It all depends on how serious you are. I mean, if you're really serious about this and you really want to do this and you really want to learn with us, because like I said, I'm going to be learning with you guys too, because I don't know how to do Forex. So I want to learn Forex. So we're all going to be learning together. We're all going to be talking like maybe 4 days a week. We'll do a webinar for about an hour just to go over what you've studied over the week and ask questions and spin ideas off of each other. I'm telling you, that's the best way to study. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and close out you guys, and you guys have a great evening. Again, click the link down below. I got a link. I have a website. I mean, excuse me. I have a email that you guys can contact me. There's a text number down there if you guys are serious and you want to enroll and get your thing started, because it's a deadline on this. You only got till the end of May. That's it. They're giving you to the end of May and it's over with. So you got to get involved in this if you're serious and you want to learn, and you want to learn with a group of people, and you want to get some prop firm money. Hey, we got action for you on that. And in fact, one of the guys I work with is part owner of the prop firm. So not only is we're gonna get funded, he's gonna hold your hand with his team after you get funded, so you don't blow that account and you can grow that account. Now, come on, that's what we offering different. Okay. Not only are you going to get funded once you pass the prop firm course, you're going to have individuals hold your hand and grow that account so you don't blow that account. So that's what we're offering different right now. And I think $400, I mean, come on, that's a great price, man. I mean, I think you're getting a lot of bang for your buck. Somebody could charge you guys 3, 4, 5 grand for that type of program. I'm sure they can, probably more. But they're doing this so they can show that average people from any walk of life can do this. With that, I'm gonna go ahead and close out you guys. This is Eric Brent, and see you guys on the next video. Deuces.